Look at this studio filled with glamorous prizes.
No. Wait. This is a shopping list episode of Inside Trader Joe's.
Oh. Look at this test kitchen filled with glamorous new Trader Joe's products.
From the Trader Joe's mothership in Monrovia, California.
Let's go inside Trader Joe's.
This is Tara Miller, Director of Words and Phrases and Clauses at Trader Joe's.
And I'm Matt Sloan, the marketing product guy. And for this episode, the game show announcer guy.
Let's play a little game with this. We can call it, What's My Favorite? I'll put my...
May I? What's my favorite?
Let's each write down our personal favorite new Trader Joe's product.
But I really love them all. Do I have to choose just one?
Just one. Okay, mine is on this card. Don't look.
I've got mine.
We'll put them in these envelopes and hermetically seal them.
Done. Okay, I'll start. Your favorite new Trader Joe's product is this. Are you like in a sugar-free space? Because that's going to like...
Not right now, I'm not. Or I love this, but you're wrong.
Wait a minute. That was a chocolate and peanut butter JoJo cookie. You love JoJo's. So we have for the winter holidays that astounding collection of covered JoJo's. This was inspired by that, but the tasting panel kept making that product presenter go back to the drawing board. We went from a dark chocolate coating to a milk chocolate coating to a peanut butter coating. And I think it was worth it.
I gotta tell you, I remember the whole tasting panel process because I was there as well. But it's been months since I've tasted this cookie. I don't want to stop eating it.
So will this be your favorite?
Well, I don't know. I might have changed my mind because this is not what I wrote down, but it's very good. You really should try one. My first guess is that your favorite new product is that. In that bag, right there.
Almost.
I like the way you do that because they're almonds. These almond butter almonds. Let's try them.
Okay, those have a little more savory saltiness than I remembered, and I like that.
They are not overly sweet.
I think we're going to have to set expectations for this product because it looks candy-esque, and people will expect a sweeter flavor profile.
You put it in your mouth and it's crunchy because that almond it's a really good quality crunchy almond inside.
We do start with the roasted almond, which is the key. That's going to be the secret. So you get that crisp roasted texture. I mean, I love it, but it's not my favorite of the favorite list here.
All right, if I guess your favorite new product, let me know.
Okay, and you do the same.
There's something we can't eat made with grapefruit, and there's something we can eat made with grapefruit. How about we go there next?
Okay, I'll take topical applications for 500. So, grapefruit body butter, a new scent, a new flavor, if you will, in our incredibly popular line of body butters. Like previous versions, this one is based on coconut oil, so the same moisturizing characteristics, and it has this great grapefruit smell.
It's a very comfortable and warm aroma. I like it. And it has aloe
and everything in between. It does have aloe in it.
It has vitamin E in it.
Fun little seasonal addition.
That should probably be landing in stores early to mid-March, sometime in there. So you should look for that.
It does smell good enough to eat. Not that I recommend it, but it smells great.
Okay, so that's a great transition for me to go to something that is good enough to eat, and you can actually eat it. One of the challenges of grapefruit can be peeling it. The skin is so thick. We have these new ruby red grapefruit segments that are already peeled and in a package for you, ready to eat.
It's like if you're on a space station and having brunch, this is what you would have. Let's all take a moment to acknowledge how great life is when our biggest challenge is, God, that grapefruit is a real pain in the neck to deal with.
It's a pretty cool product because it's really fresh, really juicy.
Many people don't care for the slight bitterness that comes in the taste of a fresh grapefruit. And that bitterness is in the inside, the membrane, and that white pithy part. And this gets rid of all that.
And what else is new at Trader Joe's right now?
Fermented beverages, things like kombucha, kefir water, Even drinking vinegars have been getting a lot of attention, which is kind of exactly what we've done with these 2 new organic sparkling apple cider vinegar beverages. We've got 2 flavors, a ginger lemon and a lemon strawberry. I think of them as a soda replacement, really. And they have a nice, bright, vibrant flavor. So I'm going to crack one. I just did, and let's give it a shot.
All right, I'm going to do the same.
This sounds like a night from my youth with all this can opening going on here.
I'm a kombucha drinker. I really like kombucha. And I know that this doesn't have those same sort of probiotic benefits, but this reminds me of kombucha, and I really like it. I'm kind of surprised just how much I like it.
Very tart, very tangy.
Okay, so this one is the sparkling lemon strawberry apple cider vinegar beverage. And I like this one even more than I like the ginger and lemon. I wonder if you could use the ginger and lemon one to make a version of like a Moscow Mule.
Like a bad attitude Moscow Mule.
Is there any other kind?
Okay, what's next on this shopping list?
I'm super excited about the oven-baked cheese bites with tomato and chili. So it's kind of like spicy pizza-flavored oven-baked cheese bites.
I don't remember them having chili. They have chili?
Yeah, so remember when we first tasted them, they were presented to the tasting panel as pizza flavor, and we all thought they're just a little too close to the original, like they're not different enough. And so the product developer went back to the supplier and asked for some heat, and so now they have a little heat in them.
Yeah, so it tastes like pizza with the jar of red pepper flakes on the red, white check tablecloth next to it. Perfect. Now I remember.
So they're not overly spicy.
This is a classic example from the line extension playbook. Let's break in with a retail jargon alert. Line extension, taking an existing idea and changing its flavor, adjusting it slightly, adding to and creating the line of those products. We started with one, the plain baked cheese bites. They were popular. We did a special holiday version of truffle cheese bites, and I think those have now become an everyday product. They're so popular. So if 2 is good, 3 must be better. We always do that, and sometimes it even works. I think this will be really popular.
These are gluten-free. I would advocate for using them on top of a bowl of soup. They're really good in place of traditional crackers on top of soup.
Oh, it's like Frico. This is like handy Frico. So you don't have to make Frico where you're like, how do I freaking make Frico? And so now you just have this, throw it in a bowl of soup. I love it.
And also equally good in place of croutons on a salad. Hey, Matt, the next item I think may just be your favorite.
Okay, lay it on me.
Okay, the gluten-free cinnamon coffee cake muffins.
So close, so close. I love cinnamon and sugar, and this is that plus. It's so tasty. I sometimes get a little anxious when we put certain claims on a label. So this label says that these muffins are moist. And it's like, oh my, I hope they really will be, because we got to live up to that. These deliver. They're incredibly moist.
Oh my gosh, they're so moist.
Visually, when you break it apart, you might think, oh, chocolate chips. Those are cinnamon chips. So it has this incredible cinnamon flavor. So good.
I would probably maybe warm them in the oven or even in the microwave for a few seconds, because I feel like having them warm might enhance that flavor even further, because they're so cinnamony.
You could try it in the air fryer.
If we've learned one thing so far in 2021 is that you can do anything in the air fryer.
Make ice cream in the air fryer.
Okay, that might not work.
Okay, by process of elimination, I'm going to guess that your favorite product out of this incredible batch is the cold brew coffee and boba coconut non-dairy frozen dessert.
Yes, it is so good. It is so good. It's cold brew coffee ice cream with boba, except it doesn't have any cream in it, right? So it's, I don't know, that's a really convoluted way of saying it's called non-dairy frozen dessert.
This is a message for all you regulatory folks out there. We can say ice cream and it's okay. Things will still function. The sun will rise tomorrow, okay? Even though no dairy was used in this, it's ice cream. Of course, we didn't say that on the label because we're regulatorily correct, but still, let's try some of this.
Oh, I already am. It's made with coconut milk, but it doesn't taste like coconut. And There's something really cool to me about the combination of the coffee flavor and the boba, the little tapioca pearls.
I still say this tastes like Kahlua.
That's not a bad thing, though.
It kind of has like a little mudslide action going on.
You could add some vodka to it in a blender and make a milkshake.
I hope we're recording, because that is the ticket right there, people.
I was just going to say it's really hard to talk with ice cream and boba in your mouth because it's really cold and then chewy.
Doing so is like a dental sensitivity check. It's like, oh man, there's that one.
Oh, that's the one.
This is really good.
By the time this episode airs, it should be in stores.
I love it, and I'm going to still call it ice cream.
Also important to point out, not only is it non-dairy, but it's vegan. We don't say it's vegan until we have confirmed with our supplier that all of the ingredients in a recipe are vegan and can be confirmed as such.
And weirdly enough, regulators will climb your tree about ice cream, but they don't look at vegan so much. So
they'll climb your tree.
Up a tree with a regulator. That's my next show. Tune in. Okay, what's next on this shopping list?
There are lessons to be learned, Matt, and one of my big takeaways is there is nothing cauliflower can't do. I never thought I would say those words because cauliflower has long been my least favorite vegetable. Just didn't like it. I eat it all the time now in all different kinds of ways. I eat riced cauliflower. I eat fried cauliflower. I eat roasted cauliflower. And I'm about to go buy this creamy cauliflower jalapeno dip because it has everything going on. It has creamy texture. It has a little kick from the jalapeno. It's super cheesy because it has cream cheese and it has Parmesan cheese and it has ricotta cheese. And yet each serving is 40 calories.
And so now you just listed off a bunch of ingredients, but what's the main ingredient?
So the number one ingredient on the ingredient deck on the label is cauliflower.
So cauliflower first. For those of you keeping score at home, ingredients are listed in order of predominance of weight. This is mostly cauliflower.
I'm a huge fan of taking our cold refrigerated dips and eating them hot.
This actually is nice warmed, and I would even take that a step further. I would take something like our focaccia or even a pizza crust, or just cut a baguette in half, spread a nice layer of this on top and broil it for a little bit. And I think that would be a really great way to use this.
So I'm going to make a shameless plug for the Trader Joe's YouTube channel right now, because we actually have a video on our YouTube channel that gives you some ideas for how to use our cold dips in both cold and warm situations.
We've got a how-to video on that?
We do. Do you want to eat the burrito? I can go heat it up.
I love me that burrito. Okay, next from our list, and this was a real contender for my favorite, and I mean...
Me too.
I love this because I love burritos. And so I'm just going to do a short reading from the label. Vegetable Samosa Burrito. A vegan samosa-inspired filling of potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, and peas with savory spiced tomato chutney in a flour tortilla. That's pretty much it, and it doesn't even begin to get close to how tasty this is and how aromatic it is. When you heat it up, it's just got this wonderful warm aroma. It's sweeter than I remember it.
Is it?
In a good way.
Yeah.
And then carrots and stuff.
It's kind of perfect.
This is in that category within the store that we call fresh. It's in the refrigerated case. This is something that is made and delivered daily. Nutritionally, it is vegan. The whole burrito, 480 calories, 11 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber. This is a really great meal.
Okay, next.
Next to peanut butter and jelly, think of this as banana jam, really. On the label, organic banana fruit spread. Visually, it kind of looks like butterscotch pudding or something like that.
And I'm sort of intrigued by the idea of maybe putting it on a sandwich with peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only going to be in stores for a while.
Put some of this inside of like a peanut butter cupcake or something. I think this is going to be a hit.
Okay, Matt, I'm going to take a guess. It has to be Rutland Red. That has to be your favorite.
Finally. You know me so well. You are correct. Rutland Red Leicester cheese, that's my favorite. Here's why. Now, about 120 miles northwest of London, give or take, is the landlocked county of Leicestershire. And Leicester, the city within that county, it's actually run independently of the county, but never mind. Their motto in Latin, semper idem, always the same. And that emphasis on tradition is what makes this traditionally made cheese so darn great.
Okay, so tell me about the flavor of this cheese.
You know, some might want to call it a cheddar, and while you'd be close, there's some differences there.
It's called Rutland Red, but it's more orange. It's like a deep orange color.
It has a really nice, ruddy complexion, if you will, kind of like the French cheese mimolette. If you know that. Of course you do.
It's part of our Spotlight Cheese program. It's our way of introducing cheeses that we don't sell every day, but like we'll have them for maybe a month, maybe a little bit more than a month, and we bring in 10 or 12 of these a year.
And we're so lucky to have it. We were able to get 40,000 pounds, which is a massive amount of cheese all at once, but it means that each store probably on average gets maybe 75, 80 pounds. So it'll go fast.
Just the month of March or until it's gone, right? Because we have this finite amount.
Sure. And, if there's great demand and interest, hopefully we could make a repeat purchase in the future.
But we're looking at least a year to do that because the milk has to be collected and it has to be made into cheese.
It's actually what they call a bandage-wrapped cheese. So they actually wrap the wheels in cloth, and they actually use a butter paste on the outside of that cloth to sort of keep the moisture in and to control the aging process. The version that we're selling is actually, I think it's aged 10 months. Yes, that's right. And so during that aging, the affinage, to use the French word, because French used to be the court language in England, so we can do that. During that 10-month period, if you just have it sit out in the open, it will dry out. So that butter-coated, bandage-wrapped, it sounds like, a spa treatment for this cheese. That's a secret to how it develops, matures.
Okay, great.
This is a really great cheese, this Rutland Red. It's made by a small farmers cooperative.
Excellent.
That cooperative's been going for about 110 years. It was formed in 1911.
Sounds good. Okay, Rutland Red. Got it.
They might have been working before 1911, but they were formally organized as a co-op in 1911.
Gee, look at the time.
Hey, how about a bonus round of What's My Favorite?
Not today. We just end by reminding everybody to hit that free subscribe button.
It is free and worth every penny.
Until next time, thanks for listening.
And thanks for listening.
Okay.
You are so bizarrely good at that voice.